Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Shino. We're on episode 17 of our Let's Play Through series. This is my season 2, and hope you're having a great Saturday. Dang, let's see. Last episode, we did a lot of moving. We moved the bees over to here. We moved the animals over to there, and what else we did? Oh, we moved some leather around too. We actually got the leather taken care of. And also the glass. You'll see like a little area right there. There were some chickens that were moving around, so I did what I normally do. Just put a fenced-in area down, put a trough in there, put some food in it, and just put some dirt around the outside edge of it, and just see. And they wandered in there. So there's a couple more wandering around the outside edge, I think, still, but I'm good with that. So we've got our animals taken care of. The animals that were over at the far end over there. We got you saw in last episode, you saw us move the rams over, or the sheep, and the pigs were getting moved over. We finished moving the pigs over, got the sheep in. I said at the end of the last episode, I think I'm just going to kill everything else that was over there, because it took forever to get over there. So I did. I went ahead and killed that bull that was over there, and I think there was 4 sheep that were there too. This episode, we're going to be working on the warehouse, and first thing I need to do is we're going to make a chisel. And this is a really simple one. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining it. Okay, there we go. Got an anvil. Not an anvil. Jeez Louise. Got a chisel. Okay. The other thing we want to make is the extended workbench. So, just some boards. And I think, let's grab the saw. Let's go over here. I think I've got a few more. I may actually have enough boards over there. Oh, and I lost my sword during that last. Oh, I got 2 roosters over here now. Do I have a rooster in there? Can't tell if I've got a rooster in there or not. We may need to put some dirt down here for roosters. Yeah. Okay, anyways, let me get over here and... Oh, no, we got a rooster in there. Okay. Boards, no boards. Okay. That's all right. We know how to make boards. It's going to do 2. All right. Extended Workbench is an item from a mod pack, and what the extended workbench allows you to do is to actually copy chiseled pieces, and so that's what we're going to do here. I'm just going to set this down right. Yep, that looks good. So there it is. Wonderful looking piece. Great decoration piece too, but it has a GUI, and we'll go through how to use this. But the first thing I need to do is I wanted to get this anvil. I wanted to get this chisel together because I need some stones, and I'm going to show you a little trick on how to do that. So let me go in here and make sure I've got everything I need. Yep. I want to get a few more of those, and I don't want to take those boards with me. I'll put them up here. I don't want to take that with me. Put it there. I made some more tools. I did end up making another. I showed this last episode, but we would have made another bismuth bronze and axe. I think. Let's keep that extra axe with us. I'm gonna have to make a sword. So, I want to melt it. I want to form it. Let's form it. All right, folks, I'll be right back. I'm going to make a sword. All right, there we go. Now, those together. There we go. Already hit sticks in my inventory. All right, what time's it getting to be? Getting late. Okay. Let's see. I went ahead. Went ahead and got some food gathered together. This is the meat that I got. From killing the animals over in the from killing the animals over in the pit over there. So I'm going to cook up a little bit of it. I didn't want to use all of it, so I'm just going to let that wood burn up. And I'm going to stay through the night, and then tomorrow morning we're going to go on a little bit of an adventure. And there we go, another beautiful sunrise over our Ventarian world. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You'll see some ladders there down here going into this hole that's beside us. And this is actually like a 3-part hole that goes down. And we're going to go right down this way. I've already kind of put in a little spot where I've been going in to get stone when I need it. There we go. Not much to it. Okay. So when you're mining, and I'm going to make sure I'm not using, when you're mining in these areas, you want to, we've shown this, to free up stone, you got to free up all the stone around a block, and you get a whole stone that way. And that takes time. It takes durability because you got to build all this out. There is a way that you can, if you're going to be using these stones for building, and you don't need to break them down or to polish them or anything like that, you can just chisel by grabbing a chisel and right-clicking and turning it into a chiseled stone. And then you're able to take these blocks out. You can't use them for anything else, but you'll see now they free up as a full stone. And that's what I want to do here is make sure that I get these as full stones, because we're going to be doing a multi-block chisel. We're going to be combining stones together, and so I'm going to need chalk for that. And I'm going to do a little cam shuffle here and give myself a little light. There we go. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do with the chisel, was to bring it down in here and gather up some full blocks of chalk that I can use in the construction process. There we go. And then one of the other things I wanted to do is I've got my prospecting pick, and we're going to turn that over into density, into node search mode, and we're just going to poke a hole right here and see if there's any ores close by. Trace amounts of bitmus coal. Okay. So it might stand to do a little bit of looking around in here, but for now, I got to watch my stability there on my cogwheel. This is a temporarily unstable area. You can see the wheels moving at a pretty good clip, so I don't want to spend too much time down here. But This is going to be a little quarry area. I've got another area I'm kind of working on too that'll be for stone. But for right now, let's see, we got 30. Yeah, let's do one more row. We're going to head and get the rest of the stuff we need. If you are unfamiliar with the chiseling technique, I'll tag a video at the end of this episode that is from my How Do I series, and it talks about using the chisel. So if you're not familiar with the chisel, you haven't done it, or you just want a little more explanation on it, we're going to be doing it here. You'll get to see it firsthand, but you can actually go and look at that video as well. All right. So see, now we're back in a temporarily stable area. The wheel's moving the other direction pretty quickly. All right, I'm going to drop off the Pro Pick and need the chisel. I'm going to need that. And let's go ahead and then drop off our other... And we'll drop off our other copper pick too. Okay. So, multi-block chiseling. To do this, we're going to need to create the different dimensions that we're going to want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bunch of this. And we're going to turn those into the planks. Go. And I'm going to need some of the pine. So I'm going to grab 2 stacks of pine. And do I have enough cobble? Yes, I do. So you can combine up to 4 blocks in the same chiseled block. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take, we're just going to demonstrate this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to take this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, we've already done the chisel blocks there, but just for continuity purposes, just to show 2, 3, 4. We're going to be creating a multi-chiseled block that's going to take a single block, and it's going to have all 4 of these textures in that one block. Okay? And the way we do that is we're going to turn each one of these into a chisel, to a chiseled block. Here we go. And I may need to create a little bit of room here for myself. Let's go here. Just for now. And let's get these picked back up now. Thanks. Now these blocks, once they become chisel blocks, they will not stack with their original pieces, okay? Because they are different. If you look at the description of them, they're going to say chiseled block on it versus pine log. So I can't take these and put them up in there. They're not stackable anymore. All right, and that's let's get these all together. Okay. So what I want to do is in these areas, I'm going to chisel a design. And the outside texture that I want to be able to see is going to be the pinewood planks. So I'll put that there. And then I'm going to put the pinewood log in there as well. Okay, and you see now it says multi-material chiseled block. And you see the outside color of it is the pine. So I'm going to create all 4 of those. And then I'm going to add in the cobblestone, create all 4 of those. I'm going to add in the chalk, create all 4 of those. So you have now a block, and if I chisel over it, you're going to see it just says it's a multi-material chisel block. It doesn't tell you what the textures are in it. And it's very important that we don't lose one of these. So I'm going to drop that in there. We're just going to use 1 or 3 of these for demonstration purposes for right now. We're going to go here, here, and here. Okay. Now with the chisel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the outside layer of this. And you see if I click on F to bring up the mode, I have all the different modes that I can use. And if you do the 1x1, it's going to take off a single pixel. If you do the 8x8, it's taken off a large chunk of that block. And I think for this, we're going to go with the 4x4 for the first outside edge. Okay. So I'm going to left click, and it's removing that 4x4. And I'm going to do this all the way down through here. Oh, went too far. No big deal. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit F, and I'm going to choose that pine wood plank, and I'm going to left click, or right click, I'm sorry, and put it back in there. Keep taking this off. Okay, and on the back side, we're going to do the same thing here. Now, this is something that you can do if you want to add texture or depth to your builds. You know, if you want to use thin walls, you could take this off and do this and basically turn this into a slab that instead of lining up on the front or back of the block, you can line it up in the middle. So, you know, different things that you can do. I mean, even that by itself looks just fine, right? But what we're going to do now is we're going to hit F, and I'm going to choose, go down a little bit smaller here, and I'm going to apply, get it, there we go. I want to see that pine along the bottom. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do here. So now I'm seeing that pine coming across that bottom edge. There we go. See? Okay. And now I'm going to come in, and we're on this back side here. We're going to go back into the white chalk, and we're going to bring that out. Now the reason I'm just doing a 2 right here is because this was taken off with a 4x4, remember? And so 2 here and a 2 there to get it back up to a full block, to a full 4x4, so I can do the rest of it 4x4. Go. All right, now I should be able to go back in and go to the 4x4. Okay, so there you go. Now this is not all we're going to do to it. One of the other things we're going to do is be able to take out, let's say an area that wide right there. And let's go right here along this edge. And now we can come back in and add in this way if we wanted to give it a slatted. I don't like it going that direction. I think it needs to go that direction. So let's pop those out. And let's do like that, but then let's knock out that one, that one, that one. There we go. Actually, that doesn't look too bad even with it stuck out like that. So you see the white back behind it. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then on this side, what we're going to end up doing is it's going to be a little more detailed on this side. And this is going to take some time to get right. But basically what we want to be able to do now is take a look at the top. Yeah, let's go one more on the 2x2. Yeah, let's take a 2x2 off. And then I want to choose the granite, and we're going to go with a 2. Knock that one off for now. Knock that one off too. There we go. And then on here, I want to go that texture all the way out. Should be 2 out. The edge. All right, see how we have a kind of a relieved area. But now what I want to do is I want to come in on the 1 by 1. And we want to come, let's see, we want this to go straight up like this. There we go. And then if we repeat the process, we go 1, 2. There we go. And we're going to take this out one more layer. Now I should be able to use the 2, fill in the center, back into the single. And then do the same thing over here. It's going to be 1 away from this edge. So right to there. And then back in. Then it's 4 across, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you get the idea? Okay, so we'll go back in, we'll fill this all the way back in, and we'll show you what it looks like. Be right back. All right, I had to change it. Wasn't quite happy with the way it looked, and I may thin this out a little bit more as I'm looking at it. Thinking I might go down like that. You know, and that's the beautiful thing about the chisel and Vintage Story is, you know, just using it like a paintbrush. Finding what it is you want to see. Yeah, see, that looks better. That looks better. Here we go. All right. So now that we've got that part of it done, you know, we've got this side here we need to finish off here, and we've got this side is done. But, you know, if we wanted to go ahead and do the rest of this, we don't have to do it one at a time, and that's what we're going to show with the extended workbench. So this episode's starting to get a little long, but I want to make sure I cover this before we go any farther. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a break again, kind of cut in. I'm going to finish up this side right here, which won't take me very long, and then, you know, sleep through the night, and then we'll come back and do this again in the morning. Okay, sound good? All right, folks, I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Okay, so we've got this piece, and we come on this side, and this is what it looks like on the back side. So I'm going to break this piece out. And you're going to see in my inventory, you can see it has a lot of that same, you can see it in my hand there. It's got a lot of the same, it's all still demonstrated there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the extended workbench, and we're going to put this piece in there, and we're going to put a chisel in there. And it's going to come back and says we need pine planks, pine log, granite cobblestone, and chalk rock. So let's go over here, and let's get our, oh, we already have a pine log. So let's go put those in it. And what it's telling you is just to fill in the blanks with what you've got here. So there's that, and we're going to need granite cobblestone and chalk rock. Let's find that granite cobblestone and that chalk rock. And if we've done this correctly, put this in here, we should be able to, that's it missing, pine planks, granite cobblestone, chalk rock. Yep, something's missing there. All right, hang on one second. All right, I'm back. So, interesting thing, I guess I never caught this before. So with that chalk rock, with it being a chiseled block already, it doesn't recognize it. The extended workbench is looking for an actual chalk rock, not a chiseled variety. So yeah, so what I tried to do also is then I took and combined the pieces together that make up this to see if I could get it to accept that as the recipe, and it's not doing that either. So yep, I'll probably end up having to kind of adjust this just a little bit. So I'll work on that between episodes. I may have to harvest some chalkstone, you know, the traditional way, and make it work. Because, I mean, that's a lot of chiseling to do, and I don't want to have to duplicate that over and over again. So, anyways, that's kind of a bummer. I was kind of hoping to be able to demonstrate that. But one of the things I do want to demonstrate, though, with these chiseled blocks, I guess I could have left it down in there, but for example, if you have the chisel on you, and when you click the function mode, F, you can rotate the pieces, you can flip them or you can actually assign their names to them. So you do have the option of moving these within the world. So I'm not going to do that on this one because I don't want to mess anything up. I like this format, so I'm going to have to find a way to do that. But anyways, that's what we're going to do for our that's what I'm going to do here for the warehouse, and that will be all the way down around. So you can see it's going to be very important that I get this so I can copy it in that very easily. Okay, folks. Hey, this has been Shino. I think we've done enough today. We're going to call this good. Again, this episode 17. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.